he might show up in TNA and say that he signed a contract with TNA, that he's gone from there. Since they have this reciprocal deal going on with TNA Wrestling, what a great spot.
Okay, yeah, Bill, a lot of people want to know how did I get the name Peanut Head, and so I'll tell you that story. When I was managing Butch Reed and Ron Simmons, the team of Doom, and we were working with Jim Cornette and the Midnight Express, well, they were trying to think of something that they could say to me or something, to get some heat. So I just told Cornette, I said, well, when I was a little boy, I said my nickname was Peanut. That's what they always called me as a child. So Cornette jumped right on that, and that's how Peanut Head started.
Great story.
Look at that, a little background before we even get the show started here. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine.
Don't you worry about the background. You did do your job.
You know what? I'm going to have the old Peanut Head. I love you too, brother. But anyhow, welcome to the all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine. I'm your host, Mac Davis, along with my two fantastic co-hosts. Of course, the first one you just heard from, Mr. Peanut Head, WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. Teddy Long. Hey, Teddy.
Hey, man. Hey, how y'all doing, man? This is great. I look forward for this every week to work with you and Bill. Because we have such great shows, man. We laugh and we talk, we agree and we disagree, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. So I just enjoy doing this, and great to be doing another week of it. And Bill, you haven't been missed.
And of course, he is, speaking of, Mr. Bill Apter. Hey, Bill.
Yes, they didn't call me Peanut Head. They called me Comb Over.
The comb over guy. Yeah. Right.
Well, I don't know whether you comb over that or whether you just get a lawnmower and finish it off.
I could do that, but I don't want to. I can't.
And look, it's only fair if Teddy told us what his nickname was growing up. What was yours, Bill? Did you have a nickname growing up?
Yeah, Nature Boy.
Really?
Yeah, it was. My hero was Buddy Rogers when I was a kid, and I'd walk around. There was a group of guys that used to hang out by the candy store called the Hilltop Stompers in Queens. And I would walk out of the apartment building and strut like Buddy Rogers. And they'd go, the Nature Boy is here. And they'd beat the hell out of me. And I'd get up and go, you guys don't have any brains. And I'd strut back. And I'd come back the next day and get beaten up again.
Wow. All right, let's talk about another one here. Drew McIntyre. Boy, did he get screwed at Clash at the Castle. After pinning Damian Priest for like a 5 count with no referee, he finally gets a referee slide in. He goes for the pin again. 1, 2. There is no 3. The referee stops and the camera pans around, and who is it? CM Punk is your guest referee at that point.
You shouldn't have said that. I didn't watch it yet. You shouldn't have said that. You just killed the whole ending for me.
Well, you should have watched it by now. I can't help that. My question is this, Bill. With everything that I know, that Drew McIntyre going into this match was a bad guy of sorts. He was taunting CM Punk. By the time this was over with, I felt like CM Punk is now the heel and Drew McIntyre is now becoming the babyface.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, the camera angle was incredibly well done, because you did not know that was CM Punk. They had the referee to the back, and then when he saw him, the reaction was great. If you saw, and I'm sure you did, when CM Punk left the ring, the fans were embracing him and yelling out. He was sitting there with the fans. CM Punk, CM Punk. They love him. He can do no wrong. So this is almost like a split fan thing of who the heel is here. I think a lot of people want Drew McIntyre to win that belt, but no, I thought they pulled it off really well. And the other thing I want to compliment. If anybody has ever said that Damian Priest doesn't deserve everything he's got at this point, he proved that night that he is a fantastic performer.
Totally agree.
I want to ask you, both of you guys, a question. That finish that we saw last night with CM Punk referee, have you seen that finish before?
Long time ago with one of the Hebners and Jim Crockett promotions. Maybe.
No.
Ages
No.
ago.
Educate me, Teddy.
We seen that finish. I did that when Drew McIntyre was the chosen one.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that.
remember when we went to the pay-per-view and he was with Kofi and he had me made me come down, take off my suit coat and put on the referee shirt, and he made me the referee that night. I went down to count. Everybody thought I was going to count to 3, and I stopped, shook my head. No. Now, remember that same finish.
Yeah, you know,
Whoa.
for me, though, the other thing that kind of had me curious was if CM Punk is not, the bad guy in this situation, he kicked Drew McIntyre square in the nutsack. That's what caused Drew to lose. I don't know of many of the good guys that do that to somebody in a competitive match.
It don't mean nothing. It's all about the win.
Right.
Okay, I keep telling you, there's no heel and babyface no more. It's none of that.
It's
they
not
got
clear.
people that they dislike and they got people that they like. But I'm talking about strong heat. We don't have none of that right now. But we're going to get it if they keep going in the direction. But this is entertainment.
And of course now,
CM Punk is the babyface here. Period. The end. The fans are all going to go behind him. And
and the thing is, Bill, they want him to be the babyface anyway.
That's right. And you know what? Drew McIntyre walks out, right? And I've got an idea of what should happen.
Now, what Bill?
He'll have so much heat with CM Punk. They'll draw so much money, man. It's unbelievable if they do this right.
But
yeah. Now let me clarify too what Bill just said. We need to make sure that we don't forget that Drew McIntyre quit the company on Monday night. He got on TV and said, "I'm done," and I quit.
See a lot of people do that. Mark Henry quit the company. AJ Styles quit the company. So what?
You know what? I've got a theory. Are you
Not
ready
an
for
Austin
this?
theory, I hope. Go ahead.
Not an Austin theory.
See, there you go. He does that. He rides with me, and he does that all in the car. He always got something to back up something.
I know. So here's my idea. Drew McIntyre has taken all his social media down. All of it.
Yes.
TikTok.
That's because he quit the company.
Twitter.
That's real. You got to make it real.
Wait,
if you're going
wait.
to do something,
So
make
here's
it
what's gonna
believable.
It
Are you
is
ready for
real.
You ready for this?
He quit the company.
You don't want to hear it, do you?
Oh, go ahead, Bill. I'm sorry.
Here's what's going on.
Okay.
He's going. This is just
Teddy,
my
you got to
idea.
be quiet so he can tell us
It's
the
my
story.
idea.
Go ahead.
I don't know if this is going to happen, but and I'm going to whisper this. So he might show up in TNA and say that he signed a contract with TNA, that he's gone from there. Since they have this reciprocal deal going on with TNA Wrestling, what a great spot to do that. Bring him into TNA, friendly territory.
I like that, but I think they've got to get some money out of him and Punk. Okay, they just
will.
can't. I just don't see them, all this that they've done to get up to here, especially at the pay-per-view, and he quits and all that. I can't see them doing all this and him walking away.
Oh, no, they
and
will,
they're not
Teddy.
getting anything out of it.
He'll stay at TNA for a few weeks, and then he'll start talking about CM Punk on their interviews and everything, and that will lead them to an unsanctioned match between he and Punk at SummerSlam or somewhere. Just an idea.
Like I said, I don't know, but I just don't. I think this quit was a work. That's my opinion. I'm just saying, you know what I mean. So we'll see what happens.
Whatever happened to the word unsanctioned? Because that's such a good word for something like this, that the WWE has not sanctioned this match. Anything can happen.
And it better, because that storyline is what I've been following the most. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. That's been my favorite storyline for a while now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't let that go.